If you need to tackle some tough jobs in difficult terrain without all the issues which come with gas-powered saws, then the GreenWorks Pro GCS80420 80V chainsaw could just be the solution. When you think of cordless electric chainsaws, you don't automatically think of power. In this review, however, I'll tell you why this portable unit would make a great addition to your power tool collection. With an 80-volt battery, the GCS80420 is one of the most powerful cordless non-gas saws available, and as such, you would expect it to reach some pretty high performance standards. So what exactly can this saw do? It has been designed to carry out a full range of light and medium cutting duties around the home and farm, such as basic limbing, felling and woodcutting, as well as the removal of buttress roots. With the equivalent power of a 45cc gas saw, it packs a pretty powerful punch, and this is clearly evidenced in its cutting ability. It will easily and quickly cut through logs with a diameter up to 10 inches and is quite capable of undertaking more demanding tasks. Many users have commented that they have used the saw to buck hardwood logs up to 20 in diameter, which is impressive for a battery saw. You may find that with some of the larger logs, the saw's overload protection system will kick in. This is designed to stop the chainsaw if too much strain is being placed on the motor, but don't worry. All you need to do is remove the guide bar from the wood, restart and then continue cutting. In fact, this is an excellent safety feature as it prevents damage to the saw and cutting equipment. Starting up the GCS80420 couldn't be easier and involves a three-step process. First, push the power button to activate saw, and then press the safety lock button, which makes the trigger switch operational. Finally, press the trigger switch and the saw will start immediately. Compared to starting a gas saw, there is no contest when it comes to both speed and reliability. No mixing gas and oil, no pulling cords or tinkering with the carburetor. To stop the saw, you simply need to release the trigger, although there is also a chain brake which will stop the saw in the event of kickback. When it comes to handling the GreenWorks, the large guide bar means that it isn't the best saw if you have a lot of very light cutting and need to get into tight spaces to make the cuts. It isn't a particularly light saw compared to other cordless models available and is similar in weight to some of the small gas chainsaws. If you are used to handling a gas saw, you shouldn't therefore have any problems with the GCS80420. There are just a couple of other points to mention. Firstly, although the company has not issued any figures, feedback from experienced chainsaw users suggests it suffers from less vibration than gas saws, which makes it better for people who suffer illness or injury, which makes operating a gas saw inadvisable. In terms of noise, many users point out that it is quieter than a gas saw. The manufacturer advises that the noise level is 91 decibels, and at these levels, it is recommended that hearing protection is still worn. Finally, the saw has an automatic cut-off after 15 seconds of inactivity. This is designed to conserve battery power and therefore increase runtime. Some users find this a little annoying, however the saw is very easy to start up again, so shouldn't prove to be too much of a hardship. Design and construction. The GCS80420 is a well-designed machine made from hard plastic and metal. The on-off switch is positioned just above the rear handle. The handle itself houses the safety lock and throttle trigger, which will stop you from inadvertently starting the saw. The rear handguard will protect the right hand from flying debris and from getting caught up in any foliage while you are cutting. The battery slots into the top of the saw and not to the side as with some other models, which helps give it a nice balance when using. On the left side of the saw is the cap for the oil tank. This is large and easily accessible, so you won't have any issues topping up with chain oil. The cap sits just above the reservoir window. There is a large metal wraparound handle which helps to provide excellent grip, and this sits just behind the front handguard, which also doubles as the chain brake. On the front of the saw, just out of view, is a set of metal bumper spikes, which help to provide stability when cutting. On the right side of the saw, as shown above, you will find the chain cover with lock nuts, as well as the chain tensioning screw. The chainsaw comes fully assembled, and one neat feature is that the tool supplied with the product is stored on board, so you will always have it to hand should you need to tighten the chain. Thank you for watching.